Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special day here at M&H Racing. We are very proud to bring you the 2018 Marble Winter Olympics. Let's watch now as the opening ceremonies begin. And expected the countries are coming out in alphabetical order. We already see the first country's athletes are coming out, and that is Austria. Would you look at that? Party with tradition. The flag was passed to each team member while they started going up to their spot. Next up, we have Canada. Being known as the Great White North, many are expecting Canada to do well in these games. Would you look at that? Canada is also following Austria's lead in passing the flag. Next up is the United Kingdom. I guess they are coming after Canada because they are officially entered as England. Not sure exactly why the MIOC had in mind with the two names. And here comes Finland, another northern country with a very strong team. I heard of their team members actually trained with a US delegation. Funny, now we're going to see friends competing against each other. Mais oui, here comes La France now. They haven't had the strongest team in the run-up games, but they are expected to do well in curling, where they completely dominated back then. I'm not sure if we can get some footage of that. Next up is another powerhouse, Germany, of course. Their strict attention to detail in training and strong work ethic make them good contenders in all events. Now it's Italy's turn to come into the Marblelympics Stadium. Their human counterparts are strong in skiing. Let's see if our Italian marbles are just as good in speed skating. Japan, the land of the rising sun, is coming up next. Would you look at that? One of the athletes is sporting a sun flag instead of the official Japanese creamy white outfit. I'm not sure what the MIOC will have to say about that. Speaking of MIOC, here we see where they really split ways with the IOC. They deem the Koreans to be too late to use a unified flag, so here we see that both Koreans are competing under the South Korean flag. Next up are the Norwegians. Not sure if you heard this one, but the chefs from their human delegation accidentally ordered 15,000 eggs to the Olympic Village. That's a lot of eggs, folks. I guess there's going to be a few omelet parties there during the games. Up now is Poland coming into the Olympic Stadium. They did not all that well in the pregame tryouts, so there isn't that of a high expectation coming in. But you never know, stranger things have happened here at M&H Racing. I can't believe the cheering from the Russian fans as their athletes come into the stadium. By far the most controversial of splits between the MIOC and IOC is right here, right now. Now here comes Slovakia. It has the most castles in all the world. Another interesting fact is that it's the geographical midpoint of Europe. Although they were not consistent in pre-games, they did show promise. And now we have the Swedish delegation making its way. Their human counterparts are powerhouses in a few sports, namely hockey and alpine skiing. The second last team is what some call the Boy Scouts of the world. I'm not sure where that came from, but I bet it might have something to do with that knife that does everything. With all the mountains there, it's no surprise that they are a driving force in skiing. Last but not least, here comes the American contingent with flag flying high. I heard that Trump tried to get the MIOC to bring out athletes in reverse order so that the USA could come out first. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the athletes for the 2018 Winter Olympics at M&H Racing. The crowd goes silent as the torchbearer is officially released onto a Quercity track to light the Olympic flame to officially mark the beginning of the games. And there we have it, let the games begin. Our first event is the Pinball Rally. Marbles are grouped into 4 heats, which will then race down the Pinball Racer, where the countries compete for the most points. The marble with the most points after 2 races advances to the finals. In the event of a tie, we'll have a tiebreaker to see who moves on. The Winter Olympics record right now is 40 seconds. Let's see if anyone can beat it. Here we have the lineups for this event. Let's see how they'll do after 2 races. In the first heat, we see Austria, Germany, Canada, and Switzerland giving it their best shot. First down is Switzerland, followed closely behind by Austria, then Canada, and finally Germany. They are circling in the first dish, trying to figure out the next move. Switzerland goes in first and gets a comfortable lead to the second dish. Germany finally joins him, with Canada and Austria coming in close behind. Would you look at that? Canada just nudges his way into the hole to advance to the next level, with Germany close behind. Switzerland finally makes it in, with Austria still struggling further back. Canada makes it first into the pinball dish. He's struggling a little in there, but he secures first place in this round, followed closely by Germany. Switzerland and Austria are now battling one-on-one. Switzerland seems to be having a lot of trouble. Can Austria take it back? No, he can't. Switzerland takes third, and Austria will be taking dead last. Canada currently leads the heat with 4 points, followed by Germany and Switzerland. Here we go, round 2 of Heat 1. It's always hard to tell who will be the first in that spinner. Canada cuts into Switzerland. Ooh, Germany just barely cuts through everyone. Switzerland wants it really bad, and he gets it into the second dish, followed closely behind Canada. Germany finally clears the dish and is determined to catch up with the other 3 competitors. And Switzerland again, followed close behind Canada. And Germany beats Austria after a slight dry spell. Ooh, all 4 countries are now battling in the third dish. Boys, this is really between Switzerland and Canada. And Switzerland once again takes it. Switzerland versus Canada in the pinball dish. Who's going to take first? It's Switzerland, followed closely by Austria and Canada. And Germany's the last marble to make it to the pinball dish. I think something may have happened with the German marble. He got stuck in the pinball dish as well. Canada gets beaten by Austria in the last leg of the stretch. And now the tiebreaker match between Canada and Switzerland. And it's Switzerland that makes it first, Canada following closely behind. And they are now battling in the first dish. Closer, closer. They're still neck and neck. Ooh, it looks like Canada is now in the slight lead. Who's going to be the one to take it though? And it's Canada who has the advantage in the second dish. And Switzerland finally clears the first dish and joins Canada further down. And Canada is playing defensive to keep that lead. And it's Canada again. Those crazy Canucks might just get this one. Ooh, but it's not going to be easy for them as Switzerland makes a hit. They're battling side to side. That pinball dish is just centimeters away. And Canada makes it first to the pinball dish. Will he get stuck there for long? No, he doesn't. He gets out of there like no problem. And he takes Heat 1. Now Heat 2 is about to start. And we have Slovakia, France, the UK, and Korea. And all marbles are now in the first dish. The UK certainly wants that prize, but France gets it, followed by the UK, and later by Korea. Slovakia is having a bit of trouble back there. They're spinning round and round the third dish now. UK still trying to get that lead, but the host country now takes the lead as we approach the third dish. Slovakia is still struggling further up. He makes a nice hit on the UK though as he approaches the third funnel. And France steals the lead away into the pinball dish, and he clinches first. UK and Koreans battle down the pinball dish, and it's UK that's taking a tight second. The Koreans are struggling down there, and this gives Slovakia a chance to avoid last. But the Koreans stay alive and take third place, with Slovakia taking last. And France finishes with a record-breaking 36 seconds, setting a new Winter Olympics record. The second round of Heat 2 is about to start. And the UK makes it first from the start. And now all 4 marbles are once again battling in funnel number 1. It's always interesting to see the jockeying in the first dish. And Slovakia makes a quick cut to funnel number 2, followed by France. Still a 1-on-1 on top. And Korea places in third, leaving UK behind. Slovakia uses France as a bumper to get early advantage to the next level. Wow, did you see that? I think France and Korea were holding hands on the way down. It was that close. The UK finally makes it down to the third dish. And Slovakia makes it first into the final stretch. France challenges him to a 1-on-1. Who's going to win it? Slovakia gets it. England seemed to have just given up there. And South Korea uses that as an opportunity to steal second away. Now it's up to the UK and France to see who takes last. They're both struggling to make it down the pit. Who's it going to be? It's the UK. After fighting for second against Slovakia, France falls to dead last in the final stretch. And what do you know? We have a rare 4-way tie. We'll have to settle this in a free-for-all tiebreaker, folks. And the gates released. France makes it down first, followed by Slovakia, UK, and later by South Korea. Once again, the jockey in the first dish. Korea just skims the edge there after battling one-on-one with France. And Slovakia takes the lead, followed oh so closely by Korea. UK makes a big hit on both marbles, and he just came in and stole the show. South Korea is holding on to second further back, not until France just makes a cut and steals the spot away from him. The UK and France are dancing now, with Slovakia and Korea fighting behind. The UK still keeping that slight lead, and it looks like Slovakia cut through France there, but England keeps the lead. UK now meets his match with Slovakia. Who's gonna take it? I missed it, but Slovakia is there first, followed by the UK and France. I think that's the fastest pinball exit I've ever seen. Let's wait until Korea finally comes down. And he ends up getting stuck in the pinball dish with no recorded time. And after an intense four-way tiebreaker, Slovakia moves to the finals along with Canada. Now we have Heat 3 with Russia, Italy, Finland, and Sweden. Russia makes it first down the start, with Finland following closely behind. And all four marbles now battle in the funnel number 1. And it looks like Russia has the lead, but it's undetermined with Sweden and Finland makes the cut, making it first to funnel number 2. Russia joins Finland, with Sweden coming in closely behind. And a small hit from Russia allows Sweden to get in front of him, but it's not enough to beat Finland. Italy finally decides to join in on the fun, and Sweden goes after Finland. Russia makes it down third, and Italy catches up to his fellow competitors again. Finland still has a slight lead. Can Sweden take it back? No, he can't. Finland makes it first to the final stretch, and only time will tell if he can keep that lead. The win could go to anyone right now, and it's Italy taking first, followed by Russia, Sweden, and Finland gets stuck after a fast-paced rivalry. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see with my own eyes. Italy went from last place to winning the round. Here we go. Italy currently leads with 4 points. Let's see if he can keep it. And Russia makes it down first, followed by Italy and Finland. And they're jockeying again in funnel number 1. Ooh, it's getting close. They all want that spot, and all marbles are just moments from that pit. And it's Italy getting in first, followed by Russia. Sweden comes in third, leaving Finland behind there, and all 4 are now in the second funnel. Italy keeps the lead despite hard pressure from Russia. And Sweden puts another nail in Russia's coffin. After a hit from Sweden, Italy and him are now battling neck and neck just moments before the pinball dish, and Sweden gains the lead. But can he finish this race once and for all? Sweden is stuck. Italy's looking for the opportunity and nails it as he gains the lead, followed by Finland. Sweden's now stuck in the pinball dish, and it all comes down to him and Russia. And Russia disrespects Sweden, stealing third away, and Sweden is left stuck in the pinball dish. I've never seen such a great comeback before, but Italy steals the show with an astounding 8 points. And we have our final heat with Norway, Poland, Japan, and United States. And Poland makes it down first with the United States on his tail. All 4 marbles are once again jockeying in the first funnel. US makes a cut on Norway. Norway fights back, and Poland's just coming in, but Norway's first to the next level, followed closely by Poland, and the Americas close behind. Japan makes it out of the first dish. Norway and the Americas having a pretty intense battle, but wait, the US just takes it. Japan almost gets it in, but is nudged by Poland. It looks like the USA is getting close to an exit. It's too close to call at this point. It could go any way, really. Our American visitors will be happy to see this. And the Americas makes it first to the pinball dish, followed by Norway. We have another tight one-on-one in the pinball dish. Oh no, USA and Norway get stuck somehow. And Japan steals the lead, followed by Norway and USA, with Poland finishing in last. After a mishap between America and Norway, Japan used this opportunity to steal first place. Here we go, the last round before the finals. Who's going to be the last marble to make it? Japan is definitely hungry for a win and is first down the track. And there they go, round and round down the first funnel. It's too tight to call at this point, but all eyes are on Japan as he takes the inside corner. Japan is in, followed closely by Poland. Norway's next. Oh no, the Americans seem to be having troubles. Race is pretty intense further down. Japan tries to keep that lead, but Poland makes the cut, and Norway follows in after, and Japan comes in at a disappointing third. But he's not giving up. He's determined to win this battle against Norway. But it's Norway taking the win down the pinball dish. Poland comes in second. Who's gonna come in first? And Norway ends up winning the pack. Japan now battling one-on-one against Poland, and Japan takes in second. Now all eyes are on Poland and the US. And unfortunately, the Americas just don't have it this race. Let's watch as the US makes his final way down the dish. But the US gets stuck instead of finishing the course. What an extreme disappointment. And Norway's tied first with Japan with 7 points. Folks, this means we're going to have to go to a tiebreaker. And both marbles are lined up on the track. Japan had a strong lead in the previous rounds and certainly wants this one. And they're both battling once again in funnel number 1. Japan looks to be getting the slight lead. Let's see what Norway will do. Japan still keeping that lead. Can he keep it in? And thanks to some patience, Japan keeps the lead into the second dish. Norway's slightly struggling up there. Norway finally makes it down, but I think it might be too late. However, I've certainly seen stranger things before. Japan is in and is making his way to the final regular dish. Although Norway sees Japan clearly now, I don't think there's much to do at this point. Japan certainly has time to kill, but he can't let his guard down. After some hesitation, Japan makes it to the pinball dish. Anything can happen now. Ooh, he barely missed it there. Norway makes it down now. It's a tight one-on-one. And Norway took that away from Japan, hands down. Ladies and gentlemen, after lagging for most of the race, Norway comes in at the very end and takes the last spot. It all boils down to this, my friends. Winner of this race takes home the gold medal. All of the previous winners are trying to outmaneuver the others. Norway seems to have the slight leads, and Norway plays mind games with the other marbles, making an unexpected move down to the second funnel. Italy makes his move with Canada and Slovakia still dancing up there. And finally Slovakia makes it down with Canada just right on his tail. He's putting great competition on Norway, and it pays off as he takes the lead into the third funnel. But Norway's not giving up. Canada takes third from Slovakia further up, joining Italy and Norway. Italy still trying to keep that lead despite a fight from Norway and Canada. Just moments away from that pinball dish, but Norway makes the unexpected move into the pinball dish first. But Italy certainly giving a competition, and Norway plays mind games on Italy, giving him first. Italy almost had that there. How did that happen? Canada snuck by to be second, and Italy places third, and the event finishes as Slovakia comes in at last. And Norway takes home the gold medal, Canada with silver, and the bronze to Italy. Our top 8 times are now displayed. France sets a new Winter Olympics record, awarding him 8 bonus points. Slovakia barely makes the cut at 44 seconds. And here are the final results point-wise. France jumps to third after awarded 8 bonus points, just behind Canada. The US is tied last with Sweden at just 3 points. And now we come to the overall standings. Norway, Italy, and Canada are the only teams to receive a medal, but we expect that to change as the Olympics move forward. Once again, we're wishing a big congratulations to Norway for taking first, Canada to second, and Italy for making a big comeback to place third. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Links in the description below. If you enjoyed this first event of the Marble Winter Olympics, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next event. I'm your host, Alex B, signing off.